Hi everybody, it's Crafter Reborns here. Today I'm going to do a little tutorial on how to photograph your Reborn doll. So I've got all my supplies set up, so I want to go through all my supplies first and then show you the beginning of a little photo shoot here with Autumn. So here's Autumn. She's all dressed. She's face down, and that's because one of the first things you want to do when you're preparing your Reborn for a photographing session is you want to make sure their hair looks really good. So about an hour or so, depending on your climate, you want to put your mohair conditioner in and get the hair all nice and soft and silky. And then you want to give it some time to dry. And the best way to do that, unfortunately, poor little Autumn here, is to put the doll face down so that you've got their hair can dry and it looks really good. You also want to get them dressed in their outfit before you do their hair. And it's much easier to start your session with the doll fully dressed, and then if you want to go on, you can take off some more clothes. And right here, you've probably seen this in the background when I've done my box opening. This is actually my photography basket. So I've got my brush and comb set in here, and I've got all my different silk ribbons of all different colors and sizes, and then I've got the diapers, and these rolls are what I use to prop the baby up. They work really well. They're small and they're portable. And then also over here I've got all my props ready to go. I've got a blanket, I've got a lovey, and of course my brilliant light bulb here, because that's the other thing I want to talk about is that when you're photographing your Reborn, you really should not use a flash. It does not make the baby look realistic at all. So you really need to either be in a place that has lots of natural light, or you need to add lots of light. So this particular room, this is our guest room that I use for photography. It has one window, so I've got the shade open as much as I can, but then I also have around the room these brilliant light bulbs. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these push pins, actually I've already done that, and I've just pinned up a sheet or a blanket. White usually works best because it reflects light, but you can do something that's thematic that goes with the color of your doll. And in addition to your bolsters and props, I also have this this foam that you can get at, I got this at Joann's Fabric. You can buy it in this is the high density and the regular density foam. They really aren't different in terms of how they feel, but this big difference is how when you cut through it. So the white, which is always the regular density, is a lot easier to cut through. And so I've just cut, these are actually from making mattresses for the Reborn doll beds. So these are just extra pieces. And then I've got this one square piece that I really, really love and use a lot that I've cut out, and it makes a great place to sit the baby or to have the baby like drape over the top. And then the negative cutout right here is a great thing. If you put like this, you can kind of sit the baby on it. And it also works like as a backrest. So I've got all this stuff ready here. And this is my corner. You probably, if I go back like this, this is the view that you get for the box openings. So I usually have my little camera on its tripod here on the table. But what I've done is I've tacked up, and underneath here I have a bunch of pillows. And what we're going to do today, I'm going to demonstrate how to do a classic baby pose with your Reborn, and that's called the Froggy Pose that photographers use for new babies. So I've already got my camera box here, and I'm going to put up a couple pieces of foam. And then I'm going to move my camera over here a little bit, just so you can see how I set this up. So I'm just going to put it over here on the bed. Oh, I think we need to be a little bit higher than that. There we go. So now I'm going to very carefully take Autumn. And again, I'm really going to try not to mess up her hair. I'm going to take this white sheet. So let me put her down for a second. I think I need 2 hands for that. Take this white sheet and put it over the top of those foam pieces. I'm going to take little Autumn again. I'm really trying not to mess up her hair. Okay. The nice thing about Reborns is, of course, they're not fussy when you place them. So I think I'm going to try something like that. Hold down her ribbon just a little bit. There we go. And it's really important when you're photographing Reborns that you photograph from a lot of different angles. Because your doll can't move, so different angles are going to give you sort of different looks. So, for example, if I come in from this angle from the left, she looks a lot sleepier. Her mouth seems to be closed. She looks like a baby in slumber. But then if I come around this way, let's take the pacifier out, then she looks a little bit more awake because you can see her mouth is a bit open. She looks like a baby who's just kind of waking up. So really play with your angles. You know, would she look good if we go for a low angle? What about a high angle? Just really play around and take all of those shots. The great thing about digital photography is, you know, if what you don't like later on, you can get rid of. It's very easy to preview it. And do some things in this position like, you know, do we want her with the pacifier? Do we want her without the pacifier? The baby always looks good in this froggy pose with a hair bow because it's such a good close-up shot of them. So try different hair bows with them and see how that works. And then just start playing with your doll and try different poses. Try on the back, try on the tummy. Start taking off their clothes and just wrapping them in a blanket. And have a lot of fun with your